Good morning, friends. Today we are in the top pasture. We had just a couple of cows up for feed, 3 or 4, and 2 calves. We got a calf coming that got separated from his mama there. Maybe it was sleeping whenever they moved to a different field. But it's found us now. We did get a little bit of rain yesterday. I sure am thankful for that. Hopefully we will get some more. We are in the farthest field over here that we have. So this week we were real busy at the farm equipment business. We went and checked the other places that we cut hay, and there was not enough. I'm going over here. There's a cow with quite a few flies on her, and I want to try to get some fly spray on her. We went to those other fields, and there was not enough there for us to cut, so we are waiting on that. Hopefully we will get some more rain and some more grass will grow so we can cut that for hay for the cattle for this winter. We do still have 2 places that we are feeding hay. Our heifer pasture and our bull pasture are both don't have enough grass to support the cattle right now. So we're putting out hay in those pastures. Talked to Dad about getting a little bit of commercial fertilizer to put on those pastures. Hopefully we will have a good rain chance later this week, and we can do that to maybe help the grass along. This silly bull. We used to call that smiling. There were not any new calves born this week. I did get the heifer up yesterday that I wanted to have a look at her eye. She has a swollen place above her eye, and I did get her in the chute so that I could see that, and the eye looks fine. I did go ahead and washed it out in case there was something small in it with some human eye drops, and I put some antibiotic eye ointment in it, and then I gave her an antibiotic shot, so I hope that she will improve. And while I had her there, I put some dewormer on her. So all of these cute little calves are over here checking it out to see what's going on. And there's our calf that come running that was left in another field. So I put just a little bit of feed out, and they're all trying to get that cleaned up. It wasn't much. And Mr. Bull over there, he got a little bit of feed. So yesterday, Mr. Special, who is in the bottom pasture, had gotten up in the top pasture. And sometimes the bulls will fight whenever they get together. And last night, whenever Mom and Dad came down here to check on the cattle, he was ready to get back into his pasture. So anyway, so today's lesson is from Genesis, the 18th chapter, the 1st through the 15th verses. and also Genesis, the 21st chapter. My goodness, the 1st through the 7th verses. So this is God keeps his promises. Do you remember in activity books and puzzles doing the game, one of these things is not like the other, where you would look at a picture of some things and one of them was slightly different than the other. So this is likening a picture of a bunch of ladies to one of these ladies said, which do you think is a mother? Which is the grandmother? Well, one of these picture of talking about one of these ladies is almost 100 years old. How could she be a mother? Usually ladies are past childbearing age if they are that kind of age. In the Bible lesson today, we learn about a woman named Sarah. She wanted to have a baby all her life, but it did not happen. Then one day, God told her husband that Sarah would have a baby. When Sarah heard that, she laughed out loud because she was almost 100 years old. And here is the passage that talks about that. The Lord said to Abraham, "Why did Sarah laugh and say, 'Really, I will have a child now that I am old'? Is anything too hard for the Lord? I will return to you at an appointed time next year, and Sarah will have a son." Well, guess what? The next year, Sarah did have a son, and his name was Isaac. It happened just as God had promised, because God keeps his promises. I think that's pretty incredible, a lady that's nearly 100 years old having a baby. Of course, we do know that God can do anything that he wants to. I think that's wonderful. So Mr. Bull is over here. He's rocking the four-wheeler, the UTV here, checking it out. He's looking for some more feed. So thank you everyone for joining me this morning from the message from the cow pasture. And I am going to check on the bottom pasture herd. And Dad asked me to shut off the field where Mr. Special got in there. There's part of the fence down. I'm going to put a little bit of fly spray on Mr. Bull here. Okay, so I'm going to go check on the bottom pasture herd, and I'm going to shut that gate like he asked. So I hope you have a wonderful week, and I hope you will join me next week for next week's message. Thank you.